guys, it is Lena. I'm back again with a new video. Before I get started on this video, why don't you take a moment to go down below and click subscribe. It would mean so much to me. Yeah, so let's get started. So this is going to be my first video in a series I think I'm gonna start called my HBCU experience. So in this video I'm going to tell you how I got a full tuition scholarship located. For those of you that don't know, Spelman is a 4-year liberal arts women's college located in Atlanta, Georgia, and it is my alma mater that I love with all my heart. So before we get into the details of how I got a scholarship specifically to Spelman, I just want to say that in general, if you're hoping to get any type of funding that is like based on academic merit from an institution, you want to look at what your scores measure up to compared to the averages for the students that they admit. So when I applied to college, I was told to look at schools in terms of being a safe school, a match school, or a reach school. So any school that had averages very close to my GPA and SAT average was considered a match. If it was above what I had, it was a reach, and if it was below, it was considered a safe. So if you want a scholarship from a school, you should have a GPA and an SAT score or ACT score well above the average of the students they admit regularly. So I'm going to spit out some numbers. This does not mean if you have these same scores that you are going to get a full tuition scholarship, and I'll go more into that later in the video. So at the time when I took the SAT, it was on a 2400 scale. I got a 1980, but on your current 1600 scale, I got a 1330. So yeah, and when I applied, I had like a 4.2 something GPA. So you want to make sure you're well above the average of Spelman's GPA and SAT or ACT scores to make sure that they have a reason to give you money because they want you to come there. And just keep in mind that, like, typically, sorry, I'm looking at my cat, but typically the students that apply to Spelman have 3 things really going for them. They are female, they're black, and they're smart. So other schools are going to offer you money because they need women, they need female students, and they need smart students. Spelman doesn't need any of those things. That's what the entire student body is made up of. So just keep that in mind, that it's really going to have to be things specific to you and your application that really make you stand out. So what did I do to get a scholarship? The first thing that I did was attend a preview session. So I applied to Spelman in like early to mid-October, and I actually went to preview session like the same week that I applied. And here I was able to meet an admissions counselor, and at Spelman, hiccups. At Spelman, you're really taught to focus on professionalism and how you present yourself to jobs, teachers, admissions counselors, you get what I'm saying. So like I went in a Spelman blue suit and pumps and pearls. Keep in mind, like, all of the other prospective students had jeans on. So just my initial meeting with Spelman College truly made me stand out. I really clicked with this admission counselor, and I felt like I actually developed a relationship. That's so important. Don't just have like a good question at a preview session and then never speak to the person again. Develop a genuine relationship, because relationships aid in admissions processes. It's just a fact. So whether it's an admissions counselor or an administrator, I don't really know about faculty, but know someone that can help you. Yeah. So that was the first big thing, is my initial meeting with Spelman. After that, I submitted my Common App, and you want to have extracurriculars and different types of extracurriculars. So it's really important that you have extracurriculars that show that you've been committed long-term to something. So like for me, that was dance and Girl Scouts. I danced for, at this time in my life, I had only been dancing for 13 years, and I'd been in Girl Scouts 4'11". So that just showed long-term commitment and interest in a certain aspect of my life, and that's really, really important. Don't join a million clubs your junior year when you apply. It doesn't do anything. But when I was in high school, I was a member of Kietz, Math Honor Society, National Honor Society, Hampton Clean City Commission. I was class president freshman, sophomore, and junior year. I was a tutor. I was a student teacher at dance. I was on the dance student board. I served as the treasurer. I did a lot of stuff in high school. I was a Delta Gym, and I was in Delta Academy, whichever one is the high school one. Yeah, so I just was very, very involved, and you want to make sure a lot of your activities either tie back into the arts or to service in some way, but just something unique, because your academic abilities are going to be on your transcript. They're going to be on your SAT or ACT score. You want to show facets of your personality with your extracurriculars. And yeah, so I submit a Common App with all my little activities and all my scores, and then you wait. So I got into Spelman December 23rd, so that was like a little over 2 months in between my application submission and my acceptance, and I didn't receive my scholarship until April 30th, and you're supposed to submit your room deposit by May 1st. So at this point I had literally received a full ride from every other school I applied to but Spelman. But Spelman was my dream, and I prayed and prayed and hoped and just believed that it was going to be possible, and it was. So that's another really important factor, is you have to, if you have the accolades, just believe in yourself and fight for yourself. Call them, ask what's up, what's going on, hello, this is Lena calling again. Get to know them and make them understand how badly you want to go to Spelman, if you do really want to go. So yeah, I got my scholarship and I was good to go. It was honestly the best decision that I ever made, and that's why I feel like it's so important that I have a series of videos on this channel to talk about my time there, because I would just be remiss if I didn't mention my Spelman experience. It's truly a haven for the Black intellectual woman, and any students that are interested in going there, please reach out, comment questions. You can email me or DM me on Instagram. I would love to help you guys with your application process if you have any questions, as long as you understand that there is no secret code. I can give you advice, but there's no if you do this, this will happen. But you can get a scholarship from Spelman. To be completely honest, they gave out 25 scholarships per year. That's typically what they do, and I don't know if they're still doing the exact same thing because the freshman class has been growing larger, but typically they gave out 5 presidential, 5 dean, 5 half dean, I don't know, but they give out about 20-25 scholarships. It is hard to get one. You're not going to get one off of demographics. It has to be you. So just really, really make yourself stand out, and it can happen. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. Again, if you have any more specific questions about your application to Spelman, do not hesitate to ask me. I would love to help you guys out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys back in the next one.